Okay, hello everybody. So today we're going to be making a simple quarter pipe, and then we're going to be texturing it. So first thing, once you get into a new world or new project, you're gonna see all these objects, and then you're just gonna want to press A to select all, and then X to delete. Alright, so now once you're in, first off you want to get a scale. So go to File, Import, and then FBX for this one. And this is going to be the Skater XL model. I'll link it in the description for download, but it's very helpful in making things. And it can be used for any 3D objects, because it's an average height. So this is the Skater XL model right here. Okay. Oops, I didn't spawn that. Okay, so after you have this guy in, you're gonna press Shift A to make it plain, and then there's a couple things you need to know. Some hotkeys. So you can move things and scale things and rotate things like pressing these tools, and then this one. But I feel like this just takes too long, and it takes a while. So what you can do is use some hotkeys. So for example, moving it, instead of doing this, you could just press G and then move it around. And then if you'd want to, you see how it's just going all freely. If you want to move it along this axis, the x-axis, then you would press X or G, then X, and it moves along only the x-axis. And if you want to do Y, do the same thing, and then Y only moves along the y-axis. And then lastly, but not least, Z, same thing. You can also hold the middle mouse button and just point which direction you want it to go, but it's not as accurate. Okay, now the next quick hotkey is scaling. So instead of doing this and all that stuff, then you can just press S, and then that'll do the whole object will scale all ways, and then you can do Y along the y-axis only, and then X along the x-axis only, and then of course along the z-axis only, but it doesn't really do anything in this case. Right. And one of the last hotkeys in the object mode that we'll be needing today is oh wait, never mind. The next one is actually in edit mode, sorry. So let's move our guy over here. So what we need to do is make this plane a little bigger. So we're going to scale along the x-axis, and then we can just go to about 1.5. You can just do that by typing it in, and then press enter, and then this is okay. So then we're going to go to edit mode, and then there's a couple of things I need to explain here. So you can just get to edit mode by pressing tab, which is way quicker than going over here and pressing edit mode. So press tab, and then there's three main modes. So vertex, edge select, and then face select. So vertex, you can get there by pressing 1 on the top of the, not the number pad, but the because the numbers on the number pad are different. So press above your normal keyboard layout, if you know what I mean. So vertex, it shows you all the vertexes and stuff like this, and then pressing 2 gets you to edge select. You can also press it, but pressing the numbers is easier. And then so you can select the edges, you can use a little white line around it. And then lastly but not least is 3 face select. So yeah, pretty simple there. Alright, so what we need for this case is edge. So select either of these edges. Unless you want to make a skinnier quarter pipe, then you should just select one of these. You can play around with it. And what you're going to need to do is another hotkey. It's going to be E for extrude. So extruding is simply going up and down, like extruding an edge or vertex or face, like that. So, and then you can press E to extrude, and then Z to go on the Z axis. And then, let's type in like 1.25. That's a good quarter pipe size for Skater XL and just real life. Okay, so now we have this. So it's pretty simple. Next thing we need to do is go back to edit mode. See this little edge in the middle? Pretty easy to click on. Just click in the middle, and then we're gonna press Control B, which bevels things. So I'll give you an example. Oh, never mind. Sorry. So we press Control. Wait, hold on, it's not working for a sec. Sorry. Let me just do it really quick. Sorry. Alright, so Control B, and then it gives you this little ramp thing. Just bring it, you know how you can like select where you want it to go, just bring it to the end, and then now you say this doesn't really look like any quarter pipe. So what you're gonna want to do is do that, Control B, and then scroll up on your mouse for it to snap into different faces. So like this, and then scroll however you want. The lower the amount of scrolls you do, the less poly count, so it makes your game lag a little less. But yeah, just do it around however many you want. Just don't go crazy with it. Do at least more than like 4 or 5, unless you don't want a smooth transition. Okay, so now we have this. It looks kind of like a quarter pipe, but where's the back? It's just floating. So now what we're going to want to do is go to edit mode, vertex. There are a couple ways you can do this. You can just the easiest way I think is just pressing on this corner, one of these corner vertexes, E to extrude, and then Z to go down. Oh yeah, and then another really important thing and very useful is vertex snap. So go over here, go to this, go to snapping to, and then vertex. And also you might as well do it for scale, but it doesn't really matter. Make sure this is not, it doesn't look blue, because it's kind of confusing, but make sure it's just gray. And then when we press E, Z to extrude along the Z axis, and then Control, and then you'll see this little orange circle, and just press on it. And then same thing with this bottom corner vertex, and then E to extrude, and then Y along the Z axis, or Y axis, sorry. Control, snap, and then I don't think you have to do this bottom edge, but I like to do it. And then just go up, E to extrude, Z along Z axis, and then Z along the Z axis, snap, and then that one, E, Y, and then snap to. Alright, so now you can press 2, go to edge select, and then you have these edges right here that we just made. So now what you're going to want to do is press Alt click this one of these edges over here, and then that'll select all of them, and then hold Shift, and then press another edge, so it still selects both, and then press F. If that doesn't work, then you can press the other edge, because sometimes it just glitches out. So yeah, let me do that again. So Alt click, select all, and then select both edges, and then press F to make a face. Oops. Now you can just extrude this up, and then same thing for this side. Let me move my skater dude, my model. Okay. So now right here, same thing. I'll click that, shift click, and then F to face, generate face. Alright, so I'm glad this happened. So this has been happening for me a couple times, like all the time. So for some reason it didn't happen over here, but if this is the case, then instead of selecting both these edges here, just select one of them. So we have the ramp selected and then one of the edges selected, and then just press face. If that doesn't work, do the other edge. Like that. And then now there's a couple ways you can do this. We're gonna make like a little place for people to stand up here. So you can just extend the vertexes like however long you want, and then just like create a little pad like that. But I find this to take longer, so on. Like so, you just keep making the sides. A way quicker way to do this is to just press 3 to go to face select. Select this back face, and then extrude it outward. You can do about 0.5. Okay, so actually let's do it a little more. So you can just press G. Well, when the face is selected, and then let's just do 0.7. Actually, let me go back. Right, so now you press E, and then let's just do 0.7. That seems good. Alright, so now we have our quarter pipe. Let me hide it. Okay. G. And bring it back. So it's a pretty good size. Okay, so now what we're gonna want to do is see, it's kind of like you can see all the panels. It's kind of weird looking. And it won't skate the smoothest. So what we can do is right click while you have the object selected. I think your tab is okay. Oh, maybe not. Well, let's just select it anyway. Shade smooth, and then it looks all weird. Don't worry. Go down here. Geometry. This means geometry. This little green thing, green tab. Go down to normals, and then take the box auto smooth, and it looks way better. And if it still looks a little weird, you can play around with this degrees, but don't. It should be fine at 30. So yeah, that's that. It looks way smoother. So you may think we're done, but let's just add the little face here. This doesn't really matter, but I just like to do it.